How do I plan lessons that will reach all of my students? Or what are the indispensable decisions I need to make before I begin classroom instruction? The information found within the next few slides is intended to set the stage and provide a common language for more in-depth information and resources as we move forward in this session of the course. So before we talk about those indispensable decisions, let's take a look at what a lesson plan is. A lesson plan is very clear and specific about what you'll be doing, what the students will be doing as you move through the lesson plan. It's based upon objectives. You want clear and direct targets for both you and your students so you know when they meet them. A lesson plan also can be for one class period or for multiple days of class, particularly if you're working on a project. So let's get right down to those indispensable decisions that you need to make in order to develop a lesson plan. First, you want to check in with your standards. There's information within this course about where to find your standards and where to find some resources to help you with those standards. So that's where we start. We start with the standards for our particular course. We then want to write our objectives. Once again, objectives really set a target for us and our students. We want them to know what they'll be learning about, and we want to make sure we're staying on target with our lesson plans. Number 3, how are we going to know if the students got it? What have they learned so far? This is where we talk about assessment and what kind of tools we will use both during the lesson plan and towards the end maybe of a project or a lesson series to determine what the students actually learned and or are able to do. Number 4, we always want to consider what students already know. This could be from previous lessons in our class or just information that they bring already into the class with them. Number 5 on our list of indispensable decisions. This is where we determine what are the actual activities or events that the students will be experiencing. How are we going to chunk it? Are we going to add a demonstration? Will there be a lecture portion to it? How do we actually decide what the students will be doing during this lesson plan? Now we need to take a look at our resources. Based upon the activities and events and projects that we're going to ask the students to do, what are the resources that we need to support those? And what are the resources we have at our disposal? Number 7, how are we going to address multiple learning styles? Or how are we going to teach with multiple modalities? What does that mean? Are we going to provide opportunities for visual learning, for auditory learning? What do we have in our lesson plan that will address a spectrum of modalities of learning? Number 8, how will we scaffold for our students? How will we provide supports, whether they're sentence starters or graphic starters? We'll be talking more about this as we go through the course. You'll discover more about each of these not only in additional information provided within this module, Module 4, but embedded throughout this course in the resources you will find and in the work you'll be doing. Thank you.